Recording.
Man, why they make the new Buzz Lightyear look like he's a cop that would pull you over to ask for your number?
He always looked like that.
You're right.
He just looks like an older cop in the first films. Look at it jiggle. It's jiggling so good. It's like having a big hairy ball sack on your window.
It's the second biggest hairy ball sack I've had on my window.
Are you ready for the new summer snacking menu? You can have a chili cheese junior wrap. Alright, I placed my order. Confirm and pay. Stall 17.
It's weird, even within the car, I can feel the difference once you get under the shade.
It's fucking 103 or something out right now. We're at 17. Alright, they're preparing our order, which means we'll get a guest in about 5 minutes.
That should be a little bit better then, right?
Yeah.
It's not right above the vent anymore.
Well, it's not literally sitting on it. It's like
that
half
was
an inch.
Probably the worst part.
Yeah, making sure it's not pointing there and just... This should be at least 100 times better.
Yeah. So, okay. The main reason I don't turn to... It's weird to turn and look at somebody in the car.
Yeah, I know. It's easier to just imagine that's my face.
Okay. And it's because, I'm comfortable with you, but this is way closer than my normal conversation distance.
I know.
Outside of a vehicle.
It's hard. This is not the ideal situation.
This is really not.
We need to have a table.
We need a table. We need some papers to pretend to shuffle around.
We need a news desk. We need to just not have a camera.
That's just
like
Troy and Abed in the morning.
We need to set up a fake newsroom somewhere for 5 minutes. Just a studio. Don't care where.
Dude, we could just.
It doesn't have to be recorded there. We just need a picture. We just need one picture, and we can make that just the background of everything, and people will think that's always where we are.
So, any of the community centers around here, at least one of them should have an office, right?
Room, yeah.
Or
You could totally just rent out we could just do that
Dude, you know how many event places just go to Main Event? They have conference room. They have...
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't been to Main Event in 3
or
years.
Even some movie theaters. There's a movie theater in...
You're right.
Sorry.
There's places where business happen
just
everywhere.
Bleep out every instance of the word.
I still have the idea of doing it. I think the idea of doing it in a bathroom, 2 stalls, is the
No,
funniest
stall
one.
to stall.
Stall to stall is brilliant.
With Joseph and Stalin.
Hey, yo, food's here. Yo. Sorry.
Sorry.
I gave her $1. You see how fast she go in for $1?
It's actually... It's impressive how much $1 can get you.
You'd be surprised. You start throwing quarters at people.
I had to resist the urge to put your own straw in for you. To put your straw in for you. Because I usually do that for my wife.
I'm assuming, and also your kids. No, I'm also the dad of the car. When I get stuff, I immediately take the straws out and put them in.
The dad of the car. That's just, you're the person who automatically distributes and inserts straws.
I'm Carfather.
Carfather.
The car is my son. I made him. It wasn't nearly as much work as fucking, but I did it.
What? Oh, you know what? We have a guest. We have a call-in.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the podcast. You're on speakerphone.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. And so's Nick. What's up?
I was wondering if you wanted to come over to do the resume.
Oh, no. We're recording right now.
Oh, we're on the show.
Yeah, you're a guest.
Okay, 2.5 talk, so I'm only halfway here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea what you just said.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the offer, but no, not today.
Alright, do it another time.
Alright. Bye.
I need to learn how to laugh louder.
Yeah, okay. Well,
my biggest problem is just going...
There is definitely a gulf between the decibel level of our laughs. That's progress. So you didn't mean louder, you meant higher. You want to laugh.
I want to laugh No, I'm not high enough to laugh. That's the
Your
problem.
laugh-
I should have smoked some league balls.
Your laugh is too pitchy.
I'm far too sober to do this shit. What are you talking about? God damn it! Why are we trying to record a podcast when we're sober? We need drinks. Not this shit. I'm bringing whiskey next time. I hope you're okay with driving slightly drunk home. This is why we need to find a conference room. Get an Uber.
Just Uber.
I gotta take an Uber to my podcast because we can only do it drunk. We don't talk good unless we're drinking.
Oh,
Trying to do a podcast
taking
at a bar.
an Uber to a podcast.
That's the most 21st century thing you could say.
But also feels like the least efficient way to run anything.
No, you shouldn't run. It's way too hot outside.
I don't run.
I know. I've heard your knee. I gotta wait till it gets. I have to drink this
So
whole
you
thing
can-
now so I can slurp the bottom of this.
Just
Can I slurp the bottom of that? I like it. I like the fruit on the bottom.
I like oh my god. So I like eating ass right after someone's had a large meal because if you time it right, it's like getting the fruit at the bottom of a yogurt cup.
You gotta get in there to get it.
I use a spoon just like with the yogurt.
Oh, I've never liked eating ass with a spoon. I prefer to use a fork.
You get more per scoop with a spoon.
Oh, see, I like to get it in there and twist it up first. Like spaghetti. I'm gonna eat that ass like spaghetti.
Now I'm picturing that scene from Lady and the Tramp,
But
but they're just eating ass.
No, my entire picture of that is an asshole, but it's a bowl of spaghetti instead of an asshole. It's literally just like pants down, bent over, and there's just a whole bowl of spaghetti instead of an asshole. And I don't know why that's so deeply funny, but man, I can't stop laughing. It's my gimmick. I never laugh. Not a single laugh will be heard from me. It's Penn and Teller, but Teller.
No,
never-
yeah, no. You should
I
just
speak a whole lot.
You should just lean into never laughing.
I wish I could, but it's funny and it makes me laugh.
See, there's the fuck. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about this time. So, for context,
Oh yeah, jerking off.
my journey into learning how to masturbate. You ever seen the movie Skinwalkers? Or at least know what it
God.
is.
Yes, I think.
It's got these cat people. They're like werewolves, but they're cats.
No,
But they're called Skinwalkers.
No, I have zero context for this.
It was a
Should I look up a picture of a
just
skinwalker?
look up Skinwalkers. The movie.
IMDb skinwalker.
Well, Skinwalkers is a Native American thing, but it gets used a lot in pop culture.
I've watched Supernatural. I know.
But it was just hot cat lady. Okay, so picture Indian Native American mythology mixed with Scooby Doo,
He mixed with Cats, the musical.
but almost none of that is accurate. No, and so this part is only for context for a later part.
2006. This
Yes,
movie.
and it looks every pixel.
A 12-year-old boy and his mother become the targets of two warring werewolf packs.
I'll get to that why that's relevant in a minute, but I needed you to know what that was.
Was it this goofy-looking bitch right here?
Yes. The first time I discovered porn. Was on accident in like kindergarten. And it was just a VHS copy of some chick in a Catholic schoolgirl outfit just bouncing on a dick.
Regular porn.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was from the 80s.
No, that sounds
Quality,
like every time. That sounds like porn from the. It sounds like a generic description. Just a chick in a Catholic outfit, Catholic schoolgirl outfit, bouncing on a dick.
And I had snuck out of my room to watch The Lion King. And so
And you
that's
got
what
that
I got
instead?
instead. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I just sat there and watched it for a minute and then went back to bed. But I didn't, know what to do with my...
You didn't know what to do with this information yet.
No, I just knew that, that's makes me feel funny. I never found that VHS again, funnily enough. Like, I don't know if he realized I had found it or he was like, oh shit, I might have left it in the VCR.
That or somebody just finished up and you came in after. That's why it was already on the best part of the
God, it might have... No, because it was right in the middle.
Yeah, no,
Just
legit. Like
full insertion
it's like,
bouncing.
oh fuck, pause. God damn it, where'd I put my shirt?
So between then and like third grade, I figured out how to hump things. So I hadn't learned how to jerk it yet, but I was regularly. So basically, any moderately firm 90-degree surface. I was just, yes, the backs of couches,
bed.
the side of my bed. One weird anxiety I had as a child is I thought my parents would find out I had been masturbating because I was afraid that I would have babies with the toilet. I wasn't even coming yet. I didn't even know what that was. I was just using the toilet.
No, hold up. I was afraid I would have babies with the toilet.
I just had this just image in my head of little baby toilets with little toilets with baby legs walking out of the bathroom and calling me dad.
Holy shit. That okay, like legit, that's some Jefferson, Texas stuff. That is some backstory. We need to find somebody who can make like actual proper animation. I got real quiet for no reason. that was business talk. No. We need to do that. We need to find somebody who can draw.
Yeah, so I've been an anxious freak my entire life.
Oh, same.
We need to find someone who can draw and animate that.
I need to find someone who can draw your baby dick.
So,
not your baby's dick. You as a baby with a giant dick.
Well, it was humping the toilet that I learned.
Humping the toilet is still.
I finally learned how to properly, jerk it. But I didn't know about using lotion or anything. So just night,
dry beating it.
No, okay. After everybody went to bed, I would go in the bathroom, make sure the door was locked, and I would just run my hand under the faucet for a minute.
You didn't even know about spit yet.
No, I would just run my hand under the faucet. It was like I knew I needed something to help.
Oh, goddamn. That's good.
And I just was
That's
kind of...
almost worse than dry jerking.
Isn't it?
Right? Yeah. Just slightly wet hand with water.
No, it was. Because
wetting my dick.
I've never really used lotion. I've always just done it dry. Actually, the water was probably
worse.
Physically drier, sensation-wise.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like maybe 10 years old at the time.
Around the time I remember finding porn in the woods with my friends, and we all took some home.
See, that I never got that, but that's a rite of passage that a lot of just finding porn.
I feel like I was the last generation of that. Because kids don't go in the woods no more. You gotta be out in the boonies for kids to go to the woods. Those kids, I don't want to mess with those kids.
So where the movie Skinwalkers comes into play,
gross,
is let's see, I don't remember how old I was at the time. It was one summer. My parents were letting me sleep on the couch, and I'd put the movie Skinwalkers on, and the chick in it I thought at the time was hot
cat lady,
and so I was kind of humping the in between of the cushions.
As you do, yes.
I finished, and I thought I was bleeding because that was the first time I ever busted a nut. It was all
wet.
That was the first time I ever No, the worst part about it is I didn't know, but my mom had walked in on me and just went right back into her bedroom. And so literally the first time I busted a nut, my mom saw me do it and then made fun of me the next day. She doesn't know. She doesn't know that was the first time I busted a nut, but I do.
Damn. You got caught without getting caught?
Yeah.
That's good shit. Busting it while fucking the couch
to Skinwalkers.
To Skinwalkers, the 2006 film. It's a good story. My learning how to masturbate was really simple. I literally would... I looked at a magazine that I found, and my dick was hard. And I was like, what happens if I just do this?
I can put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, no, mine was a little more...
I really feel like I was actually just a masturbating savant as a child. As a 10-year-old, I just figured out very quickly how to beat my dick. Like, other kids have stories, like you. I've heard similar stories of like, I humped a whole bunch of stuff. That's how I just I jerked off by humping stuff till I was like 15. And then I met a girl, and she showed me that you can use other things to come with. I've been humping this pillow on my bed for the last 3 years, and she taught me.
She taught me.
She taught me how to come.
She taught me how to come.
Without the pillowcases and interface.
Now, I didn't ever find porn in the woods. However, I might have done my own version of leaving porn in the woods for somebody, because at that same house when I was older, I got into my dad's stash of porn magazines.
Yeah. And
every now and then I would tear a page out of a random one.
Do you think that's actually what happens with old school like wood porn? It was just some kids found a crate of shit at their uncle's house and took it out to the woods and then just left it there because it was actually I'm really not into whatever the fuck.
Post-nut clarity in the middle of the woods. You just finish and then you're immediately oh god.
No, that's like some really good. I want to see that written out as a chapter. I want to just, and then at the end, like the end of that chapter is talking about how the beginning of the chapter was.
It's cyclical.
It's a good thing I had just finished. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made the realization that led to the entire chapter. Right?
Oh, okay. Like one of those stories where the end is the beginning.
Yes, but the twist is that it's the end is the beginning. One man's end.
One man's end is another
man's sloppy
entrance.
hole.
Yeah. One man's end is another man's sloppy hole.
You can call it a wet cave, whatever.
What's for dinner? Oh, we're having sloppy holes tonight. That's just the sloppy Joe with SpaghettiOs.
It's a donut hole and tomato sauce.
That's even better.
Sloppy holes.
Yeah, I got kicked out of a Dunkin' Donuts for that. I brought in my own sauce.
It's my slop.
It's my slop.
My slop for my hole. You don't like my hole slop? I'll slop your hole. Hey, you got a nice hole. You want to put it in my slop?
I bring a bucket of slop to every restaurant I go. Most places are cool about it, but they weren't.
I didn't want the sauce. I brought my own.
I brought my own sauce. I'm not going to give it to anybody.
Oh, I don't want to give my sauce away. You have to pay me for this sauce. I made it myself. What
would be the weirdest, still technically a condiment to just carry with you to restaurants?
See, it would have to be something you made yourself. It would have to be like just a little, like a mason jar of something. Just a fucking half-pint mason jar.
So,
it's just like sriracha and mayonnaise or something.
And
like it's just Thousand Island.
And Worcestershire.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, it has to have, it's got fish sauce in it. I love fish sauce. I would drink that stuff. Oh, God.
I might genuinely be able to drink teriyaki.
Teriyaki's not that bad. It's mostly just soy sauce. like some oyster sauce or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know that I could. I would try it. For several dollars.
For several dollars.
It would have to be at least 5.
What is your definition of several? What is
the minimum? I don't know what the definition is.
What is your minimum requirement for several?
I have no minimum. I can... You've heard me speak. I don't have any requirements for any numbers. Nothing means nothing to me.
Because...
But no, like honestly, like a couple is 2 or 3, and then anything above that is several. You have a few or several.
Anything more than 3 is a few.
Oh, you have a whole... You've thought about this far too.
I have.
Way more than me.
Yeah, no, and if it goes above like 5, it's several.
Oh, see, like several to me just... It could be any number. It's above 1.
I wanna just say anything that's 7 or more is several, just for...
See, 7 or more sounds like a bunch to me. That sounds like a bunch. A bunch of bananas is at least 5 bananas, right? Anything under that is
several bananas.
bananas.
Several bananas would just be a bunch.
See, but you say several bananas to me, I think 3 bananas.
What's the conversion from several to bunches?
It's about 7. 7 what? Yes. I've got marbles.
There are no units here.
I've got 5 marbles. How many do I have? A few. I've got 10 marbles. How many do I have? A bunch of marbles, man. I've got none left. Oh, you lost your marbles.
And I've gone bananas.
BONKERS.
I miss him.
Yeah, rest in peace, buddy. Just to act like everybody we worked with died. All the people that we've ever worked with are dead now. Except you, she's still alive.
Jesus.
Who else has died?
That's all that I'm aware of. I almost feel...
Did you die?
I don't know.
Legit, no idea. Creepiest Santa Claus I've ever fucking met in my life.
My only memory of him really is just, what was his name? One day in the break room, yelled, "I've asked you to stop. That's disgusting." At him.
You ever work in a place long enough that it feels more like home than your actual home?
I mean, yeah, for a while. That until I had my own actual family, yes.
No, like, it's not a real thing for me anymore, but there was, I'm going to say somewhere between just complete spatula unawareness while I was at work.
I mean, when I was in the middle of getting that apartment and shit,
you were gone, dude. We didn't interact much back then, but like I remember like seeing your face some days and you didn't exist anymore. Like, no. Or like maybe somebody had said something to you at some point or something, but like I remember just watching you walk by just completely devoid of a soul.
destroyed my spirit.
Yeah, he does that to everybody. Oh god, we're getting...
Oh god, yeah. I don't.
It's okay, it's okay.
Is any of the last 5 minutes actually usable? Because
We
it's
just edit out the name. I will just blank out names.
yeah.
Oh yeah, died. Oh yeah, they died too. Damn. Oh, you remember... Oh yeah, I don't know if he's dead or not.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far into a discussion of our workplace because that
No, I don't want to talk about, like... Oh, the one in Jefferson, Texas.
Jefferson, Texas.
Store number 6969.
Do you think there is a store
No.
69? I don't. How do they generate?
So, the closest one I've seen, and this I have to edit all this out now. I remember them yelling their fucking store number after the cheer they did. When I had to go over there for overnights. This store was just opening. They had to have the full management.
I know.
See,
I say that because I bought into all that at the start too, at our store. I bought into it when I became a manager.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's just, I guess, what you do. When you become a manager and you just normal brain disappears.
What happened to me? I just got faster.
I didn't mean you. I just meant you.
Oh, you meant the royal you. Yeah, I know. I'm a peasant. I'll never be a royal.
Every time I was the royal you or the royal version of a pronoun, I've had to explain what that means to many, many people.
I've said that to people and had them look at me like, huh?
I literally, just over the last probably 8 years, have slowly changed the way I talk so that people actually understand what the fuck I'm saying.
See, but if you say the royal you and you say, oh no, I meant y'all, it might be work better.
What I end up having to do is this weird, like, no, I don't mean like you specifically, I mean
I meant all y'all.
all the you.
All yous guys. Yous motherfuckers. Mothers fucksers.
Mothers fuckers.
Is the words that just came out my mouth. Is mothers fucksers.
It's like the plural of cul-de-sac is coles-de-sac. Mother's fucker.
Mothers fucksers.
Mother's fucksters.
No.
Mothers fucksers.
And you gotta say it like you're drunk. Mothers fucksers.
You know, I've been doing the shitty New York accent a lot more with...
But anymore?
She hasn't told me to stop no more. I do it too much.
Oh, see, that's you just stop doing it. Find a different accent. Become Irish. Oh, how you doing today, lassie?
Hey, it's another one. That's a Camry.
It's a shit box.
Yeah,
right.
They're all shit boxes. I like a good shit box.
That house ain't too bad. Oh, just driving past a bunch of porta potties. Look at all these shit boxes.
Oh, that's good. Porta potty review.
Oh, dude.
Just go around doing...
You wanna borrow the mic? You can find one around here. Just go do it live.
Just go
live streaming porta potty reviews would be really funny. Legit, we could set you up with that. We could get you
just put a GoPro on me and do it.
Doesn't have to be a GoPro. You can just do that shit from your phone. Just mic up for the bathroom. Put that phone right up there in that pocket you got on your shirt, and just have the mic clipped right there, and just be like, all right, so racetrack.
Just any place that's doing construction or remodeling that has porta potties.
Just porta potties and gas station bathrooms. I've got a shit right now review. Access, paper,
Access,
you gotta hit all the major points.
Accessibility, ass to seat ratio.
Oh god, yeah. No, this seat is like this big.
He says for the mic.
It's like exactly that big. No, I love doing that. This is one of my favorite podcast things, is when you can tell if somebody's holding up a phone to somebody else, and it's like, look at this, dude. Look at this thing.
Okay, it's not... Radio shows do that shit all the time.
I know.
It's the worst about it.
I don't know who the fuck it is, but yeah, that guy sucks. He points at stuff all the time, like you can see it.
He's dead.
Good. He sucked. Sorry. I didn't mean to say he sucks like he's still living. I hope I didn't offend anybody that loved his show. Because they can't love it anymore because he's dead. It's gone.
I don't know if they still call it that. I haven't listened in a while.
It's radio. Nobody listens to that shit.
They
They keep making it, though.
But, like, all of them would just go back and forth between showing each other shit on the phone, or they describe it.
I can't listen to that shit. It makes me... doing it, like, just holding a random thing up and then pointing at it and be like, look at this thing, dude! And then laughing at it is so funny. It's great content. You should do that more. We do it all the time. It turns out it's also a video show. It's just like they only do that content for like 4% of people who actually like tune into the thing.
They do have
Everything else is just syndicated.
Well, from what I could gather, like they don't even all record in the same studio anymore.
No, so that's been a thing for a while. Like radio producers specifically have been remote for even when I was a kid. They were in Ohio. I was like, okay, that's weird.
Be on the show from his house and he still wouldn't be on half the time because he had so much just crap going on or had to go to the hospital or who knows what.
I never actually listened to him. I just liked just how fat he was and high all the time.
You could hear how fat.
Got on steroids or some shit, but he still sounds like a fat fuck.
See, I never even wanted to listen to ironically because I didn't want that shit living in my head.
The only good thing I ever did was like the cameo in that shitty Philip K. Dick movie. The one with Keanu Reeves that was all rotoscoped. That had the blue flower. Man, I wanted to smoke that blue flower so bad.
I genuinely don't know what... I know it's not...
Scanner Darkly.
Scanner Darkly. Okay, yeah, I've not seen that one.
A Scanner Darkly.
I kept wanting to say Johnny Mnemonic.
Again, a great film. Different universe entirely, different writer, but yeah, that's in the universe that, not Snow Crash, the other one. Neuromancer. Gibson. William Gibson.
Yeah, still haven't read any of that.
Neuromancer's a good read. It's a fun read.
I've not had the mental fortitude required to read anything lately.
Yeah, reading feels like it takes a lot of energy now.
It does it actually does for me because I live in the story so much that it just fucks, it actually takes effort to read. It didn't used to.
I think I just broke my brain on the internet and Twitter and like articles and like just reading shit that's like less than 500 words essentially has just ruined my brain. Anything longer than that, I get bored.
That's why I only
my ADHD kicks in. I get distracted. I'm like,
That's why just putting one-liners in the Discord server works well for me.
That's why I've always been a poster on the internet, is because it's easy to lay out 200 words, no problem, in 20 seconds. None of it makes sense. None of it matters, but it's funny because you read it and it's like lyrical.
Oh no! So the stuff I wrote up for Jefferson's history,
I read all that. I completely forgot it again.
I had at least 3 times as much as I wrote living in my head just from every sentence. I find the idea of 2 feuding pickle factories, father and son.
No, the son being a 12-year-old is deeply funny. No, like it's actually like they come together again. Because the union guys are trying to they strike at both pickle factories at the same time, and that's what caused the Great Brine Flood.
So actually,
the scabs fucked up so bad they flooded the entire town. With
see,
salt
that's
water. Good.
So what I was, the father was very conservative with his pickles. He only pickled pickles. The son wanted to branch out and pickle more stuff like onions or
eggs. He wanted to pickle eggs.
And
the father specifically said, I don't want anything that comes out of a chicken to be pickled. That's disgusting. That was the point. And that's what caused the break. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. And so when the father died, he specifically didn't leave the factory to his son, but his son was so successful that he was able to buy it, and then he turned that specifically into nothing but a pickled egg factory, just to piss on his father's grave. They never reconciled.
And then he was killed by a bad pickled egg. He got, damn it, I forgot the word for that disease that people put in their face. Botulism. He got botulism from a bad pickle. They killed him. Botulism from a bad pickle. It's the name of my album.
Botulism from a bad pickle.
All the titles of the songs are just different names of pickles in other languages. Cornichon. Gherkin. I don't know
what language
other
is
words.
gherkin?
English, but like I'm pretty sure it's like the European English, not American English. I'm speaking too quietly.
I
have to get past that because I'm so used to fucking internet.
You're
headsets.
Also closer to it this time.
No. I specifically put it on this side, sort of angled, because there's one mic pointing each way like this. So
yeah.
It's stereo.
So I forget with the fuzzy thing on there that there's actually 2 probes.
The best part is like put this back there. We could stick it to that probably. I think that's.
Is it big enough?
With it right now.
No,
I'm not dicking around with this thing.
I'm cocking around with it. No, this is fine. This is just growing pain. This is good.
This is good. This might actually be an actual first episode.
No, Tested came up because I was just looking up Adam Savage interviews one day, just out of curiosity to see what he'd been working on, and he does Q&As. That man will
His
still
YouTube
talk
channel. No, his YouTube channel is fucking great. Like,
he does one day builds.
yeah.
That he will talk about Mythbusters and never gets tired of talking about Mythbusters.
No, his excitement for that show gives me strength. Like it's 20 years later, basically.
Yeah, and
he's still just as excited about some of the shit that he did. And I can't even remember what I did 20 minutes ago, and he's giving like details from shit that he did.
Now,
on
granted,
set.
he probably has certain
but he has notes for all that.
Probably
he's
has
a note
notes.
guy.
But well, I mean, it doesn't sound rehearsed when he answers the questions, but also if you answer the same question enough, it just becomes. So okay, the reason I know they've answered the same questions a lot is because they don't hang out, they're not friends, but in 2 separate interviews, they gave almost a word for word answer. One of the myths that when they decided to not use pyrotechnics for their bomb stuff and use the actual bomb squad, they told the story almost word for word exactly the same. And they don't talk to each other.
No.
That was like an answer that they came up with on a Comic-Con run or a panel run. And it's just, that
was them sitting in a car eating garbage.
But I can only imagine answering the same question about a show you did 10 years ago over and over again.
Yeah,
But you can never tell he's exhausted. And we're talking about a whole entirely different person's show now instead of our own.
The funny thing is, we've never mentioned the other person's name. So it's just, we've only talked about Adam Savage. We've never spoken of the person he worked with. You had to have watched Mythbusters to get the context for this part. That's good.
But also, I think he would appreciate just not being talked about. He's a private man.
When I grew my facial hair out, I really thought about shaving everything but that and doing a mustache. Because my mustache is fucking great when it gets long. The real Will Smith.
Wont Smith.
Billiam Smith.
Billiam Smith.
Billiam is one of my favorite. Calling someone who's named William Billiam to their face and the look they give you when they hear that.
Yeah, I remember him.
That's the kind of shit that made me realize I'm not cut out for management. Is I can't not make fun of my people.
I can't not make fun of the people above me.
That's why I'm gonna get fired. Those wide hips my boss has. That one I'm keeping in.
No other context. Doesn't need any more than
Doesn't
that.
matter. Because the people who know.
And the people who don't know none.
No, I know don't know. It's my favorite guy.
That's my favorite.
Plays a mean violin. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
That one went over my head.
Oh, Yoko Ono, no.
Yoko Ono can play an instrument?
Oh yeah. With her vagina. Damn it.
I actually genuinely believe that she's done that. Of all people that you could have said that about.
What instrument do you think would best be played by the vagina? You can't hold a drumstick very well, and you can only really do one.
Tambourine, if you hooked it up to like a little rod.
Okay, so
you could kegel a tambourine. Well, you could shake a tambourine by kegling, and you could also just shake your hips.
Theremin. Sorry, I think Dick Theremin a lot because I think just a guy moving his dick around and it going ooh is really funny. But other than that, vaginal harmonica.
Harmonica. If you could
quiff out a tune with a harmonica.
I mean, are there people that can queef out it like that much on demand?
Okay, I don't know that you could definitely get some staccato.
Okay, so rhythm section, vaginal harmonica.
I want to put that on my resume.
I play the rhythm harmonica with my...
You show up with a pocket pussy and a fucking harmonica.
That sounds like the most punk rock thing you could do with one of the least punk rock instruments.
No, that sounds like the most punk rock thing you could do, while dressed up as someone not punk rock at all.
No, just a business formal even.
That seems to me like back when rock was becoming not rock in the 70s, that's what they did. That was like the Monkees and shit, where they would just come up to the stage in full business suits and shit.
The Animals.
Also,
No, that wasn't a correction. They both...
No, I was saying that more yeah, that's also bands of that time did. That was a very like late 60s, early 70s. I think that came from when being on TV was actually a big deal.
Yeah.
They would get dressed up for TV, so like all the footage you have of bands of that era were them being dressed up like they were going to fucking church. Oh, I'm going on that show.
Oh, yeah,
with the
and
guy.
so the only thing that anybody could actually talk crap about them appearance-wise was their hair.
How come those guys all have long hair?
Like, the Beatles always dressed super nice, but...
You go back and look at it, and they're all wearing stuff that... The only people who can wear what the Beatles wore then are black men. Now. Right?
Well, I mean, it's only fitting considering pretty much...
Who wears plaid pants other than black people?
Every single British invasion band grew up trading back and forth blues records and tapes. Yeah, I mean, one of Lennon's biggest influences was Muddy Waters. However you want to take that.
I don't want to take your Muddy Waters anywhere. Flush them down the fucking toilet like an adult. God damn.
Anytime somebody starts talking about like what a song means, I just start making fun of it or them.
What a song wants.
What a song.
Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you ski.
Especially when, like, well, no, the person who wrote it said it's about this. I said, and I'll usually give something to the effect of.
You know, the guy who wrote it was high as fuck when he wrote it. You know how much fucking cocaine that man did?
That's the answer he came up with for that interview, and just stuck with it.
You know what most people writing songs do? They write down a whole bunch of words, and then they cross them out. And then they write them down again, and they go, oh, fuck, that sounds terrible. And then they cross it out. And then they stop writing them down completely. And they just think it. And then when they think something they actually like, they write that down.
How much song meaning is just created post fact? Like,
I don't know. How much do you have to fucking try and rhyme when you're making a song? And like, it's like, man, no, that sounds like shit. I have to rewrite this whole goddamn verse.
Have to rewrite an entire verse because the word you want to rhyme with has too many syllables.
Or your falsetto. That's in your falsetto when you're trying to sing it. Worse yet.
Or you just like, that sequence of words is oddly hard to deliver.
Yeah, like oddly hard to deliver.
Oddly hard to deliver. Oddly hard to deliver. Hard to do. But no. So when I brought her drink, she
tastes like lime skin. Fucking terrible.
We had made a joke about getting a divorce, and I said something about settling out of court, and then I handed her her drink. I said, "Here's your settlement." She's like, I gave you $3,000, and I turned it around and made it into a monster. Here you go. I said, I know it's not a great ROI, but hear me out. And then I walked away.
Beautiful. Perfect. Exactly how that line should be delivered.
But hear me out, and then you just leave.
Okay, but just listen. I don't think he's coming back.
Alright, I think we're good for today.
I think that's good. Holy fuck, do you know what the pedal is on the right, you dumb motherfucker? Jesus Christ. There's now traffic behind him because he pulled out so slow. Me yelling at traffic in the middle of a podcast, like, just the driving parts of this need to be kept in somehow.
Where did you park in this row?
I will figure that shit. Just anywhere you need to be. I'm parked right there. There's a silver car sticking out. The only one that you can see. There might be another one. Wow.
There's another Corolla. Is that the same fucking one we saw?
Is it?
I think so.
Maybe. Oh, I should probably take this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was on there good.
That actually works. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.